Hi, my name is Matt Carroll with World Class Coaching with Alabama Academy Sports Coach 2024. I want to talk to you about a session that I've designed today to promote switching of the field. So one of the things I find is I've been coaching a lot of the younger groups now, and obviously spatial awareness is at a premium at that age group. We have the trouble kind of seeing the field all the time. You kind of get focused. Their awareness is very central and very much focused on what's their immediate surroundings. But when we do find it, what we struggle with is we're trying to play a ball in a poor body position, to a max capacity we can kick the ball. And you're not going to be able to kick the ball at your max capacity for like a wide swing or finding a center mid if you're facing, left to go right. You have to have really great body position to get the full velocity on the ball to be able to play a ball like that. And I'm not saying we want to just hoofing the ball long every single time, but sometimes when we get pinched to one side of the field, we want to have that option to then swing through our center mid or defenders or goalie or cross the other side of the field. Or I can't tell you how many times we have a 3v1 going down and we try to swing to our outside winger or something like that. We just don't really have the great body position. We're not able to get that ball out there. So that's what this session is kind of focusing on here. So I'm going to start with just a simple passing pattern. Quick one here. Okay. And then I usually do this in a diamond with 4 and you follow your pass. Just, simple, get touches in, you're just teaching technique there. You're talking about the way they receive and adjusting little quirks and things like that within their body position. But here, the 2 of the balls are long balls. So when this player checks out and they receive on the left foot, I'm going to tell them, hey, I'd love for you to be able to play this with your left foot, but if you can't, you don't think you can get it over there, try here and practice. But if not, make your touch in a way that gets to your right foot and away from your body so you can stride through it and cross the ball. Okay, same thing for this player. We go here. We want to get the ball away from us and drive it. Now, we don't want to take our first touch all the way there. We want to take the first touch away from our body so we can step into a pass and really drive and get through the ball. We want to talk about putting our plant foot a little further behind the ball, and that will make it so that we're reaching for the ball a little bit more in our follow-through, which will make us hit under the ball and get some lift on the ball. I think just even teaching these concepts of, hey, if I step closer, I can strike a little more cleanly. If I step further away, I'm going to have to reach for it. I'm going to get under it. Is really important, and it helps them contextualize what they're being told. Like, hey, poor touch. Well, they're like, what the hell does that mean? I don't know. Like, it felt good to me. I don't know. You want to teach them the why. So I talk about, like, a lot of times my players have a pop touch where the ball will roll over their foot or pop in the air. And they're in a good position, but what happens is they put their foot down. I'm like, okay, well, your feet are on the ground and the ball's coming to you and you're picking your foot up to go to the ball. You're hitting under it. And for them, like, I feel like that more often than just saying, like, hey, better touch, better touch is going to, like, it helps them understand what they're doing wrong. It helps them be able to, oh, here, he's telling me this. This is how I can fix it. I keep my foot up then. Same thing here. If you're not able to drive the ball, it might be, hey, maybe the ball's, a little too, it's a little bit too far for you. The ball's a little too big for you. It's, you got to develop that strength, which will come. It's not a immediate fear. Like, oh no, you can't drive the ball 60 yards in the air. But it might be you're just taking a poor body position, poor touch. You're not setting yourself up for success. You can't play this pass with the ball starting under your core and then try to chuff it out and send it 30 feet. It's not going to work. So we're working on here in striding through the ball, taking the extra step, making contact where our plant foot is and driving the ball long. And in a way that then can set the player up. We don't want to play this ball. We want to play the right weight at the right time. We don't want to play a ball that is over their head or at their head or it's taking 10 bounces to get over here or something like that. We want to play something that's just going to kind of go directly to their feet. They take it out of the air and we go and we hopefully score from there. So we warm up with this, just working on the technical ability of driving the ball. Next, I'll make a grid here where we have 2 connected grids. I like to call it, for some reason, my team named this one Cinco, because usually it's a 5v5, it's a 5v3, so there's a lot of 5s, so they call it Cinco. But easy transition rondo. I use it in a lot of my videos because I think it really is just kind of a really great one size fits all. Kind of, you can do a lot of different things out of it. So we have 4v2 in this grid. Okay, So we can teach the concept of, okay, well, we were defending. Okay, we just won the ball. We are likely going to be, because the press is coming, numbers down. If they are pressing us on the side of the ball and they're going to try to get compact defensively, that is going to leave space. Now, in this drill, if yellow wins the ball, they get to play to the yellow grid, and then 2 black players from here go to the other grid. Now, if I play this ball short, and this player's right here, great, we got to the other grid, but this player's immediately under pressure. That's not going to help us out. If they're here, yeah, play that ball. If there's a short transition option, play the transition option. But if it's not there, we want to drive the ball. So we're looking to set ourselves up in a way that we can drive the ball to the other grid. And this gives us a lot more time and space with the big switch, where it's going to take a defender longer to get over there, which means it's more time for us to get into our grid and get numbers up. Again, kind of a rondo shape. So we want to talk about here too as well. Like, are you in a body position to go that way? If you're here and you receive the ball like this, are you able to go and swivel around and play a 30-yard pass in the air? Probably not. But if this player, let's put them in a better body position. If this player's right here, they're facing forward. Maybe we drop that ball here. We can't go forward, but they can. And we find a player that's better able to switch the field. So we're combining to switch in this regard. And again, in a simple transition game, but you're getting a lot of that those concepts. The next one I would go to is I would have goals on this side, and line of cones separating these two games. So the ball in each grid, and you do with a lot more players. I'm just for time's sake, I'm going to put 2v2s here. So they're defending this goal. Oh, I need one more. Yellow is attacking this goal and defending this. Wrong guy again. And defending this goal. And then black is attacking this goal and defending this goal. Okay. So we have black's attacking, yellow's attacking here. Now, just regular 1v1s, 2v2s here, 3v3, 44, whatever it is. But let's say black wins the ball. Okay, this player on black is driving. The defense is going to get compact. What we can do is we can have 2 balls in one grid. So because of that, the players are watching this ball. They're worried about the goal, obviously the immediate threat. We create opportunities where if the black wins the ball over here, they can look and pick their head up and try to find diagonals. And what it's forcing the players to do is to be successful in this game, you need a little bit more of a 360-degree view of the pitch. You can't just watch your own goal and go to attack. What if that second ball comes in? You're going to leave your team vulnerable. So you're kind of constantly scanning, looking what's going on in that game, watching your game, looking for opportunities to switch, and again, implementing a lot of the concepts we've already been talking about in our session. From there, I would go into a scrimmage, just kind of trying to find opportunities for our players to switch the ball, pausing occasionally to be like, hey, did you see that player over there? Or I like to stop them and say, look around. You're so worried about the ball and you're so worried about what's going on in front of you, which is important. But remember, there's 6 other players. There's 8 other players. There's 10 other players. There's so much more going on. We got to take a peek once in a while. So I'll stop them and get, look, what are your options here? What can you do? And maybe it is I got to dribble. Maybe it is I can switch here. Maybe it's I don't have anything right here. I can go backwards. But having them stop and then kind of just take a breath and look at what's in front of them will help them kind of cement and understand these concepts that we're implementing to them. So I'd love to hear in the comment section some of the things that you do to entice your players to switch the fields and look for those long diagonals to break lines. So once again, my name is Matt Carroll with World Class Coaching. I'm the Help Academy Sports Coach 2024. I hope the session finds you well.